Morning. So it is the 7th of December, and this morning you've probably opened, or you should have opened, a piece of fabric. So you're going to be doing some cutting. I don't know about you, but I'm feeling a little bit more Christmassy today. Yesterday we went to a singing carols in the churchyard and blessing the Christmas tree in the village. So that was absolutely beautiful. Thoroughly enjoyed that. Writing my Christmas cards. So feeling a bit more Christmassy. Hopefully you are too, because you've got your advent calendar up and we're ready for the next project. So you've got your fabric and the instructions are to cut some strips. So I will just show you what we're going to do. Okay, so when it says sort of selvage edge to selvage edge, you might have just one that size, but the selvage edge, or you might have one double. I think most of you have probably got one double. The selvage edge is where it's sort of actually joined to the machine. So you can tell it's sort of sealed rather than sort of a cut edge that might be sort of have a few strings. Sometimes it has little holes on it where it's sort of been attached to the machine. So your task is to cut out lots of strips today, and you're going to end up with your fabric all into pieces sort of 1 inch by 6 inch. So if you have a rotary blade, a rotary cutter, that's great. If you don't, absolutely no worries at all. All you need is, you don't even need sort of this size ruler. You could use just a 6-inch ruler and do your markings. The good thing with it being a tartan is that very often you can sort of follow the lines. So what I'm going to do is, I'm sorry it's on a tilt here, but it's just so that you can see what I'm doing. I'm just going to straighten off my edges first of all. So, and also making sure that you follow the line. So if you have got one of these rulers, they have all the markings on, and what I normally do is make sure that the stripes of the tartan line up and the edge lines up, and that means that you're going to get sort of a straight cut. So do it widthways and that way. Right, there we go. You might not have to do this, it's just my fabric is a little bit scraggy on the back, and also I have a blade that's got a blunt bit, so I do end up, even though I have a rotary blade, just finishing it off. Do try and use fabric scissors though, if you have some, or you know, if not fabric scissors, some sharp scissors that aren't going to pull the fabric. Okay, so now I've got a nice straight edge. I'm right-handed, so I find it easier if I sort of turn it over and then use my sort of 1-inch marker there. So I line it up with the bottom and the side. Okay, and as I say, if you just have like a 6-inch ruler, you could almost use a pencil, or if you have a piece of chalk, and you could sort of mark one end, mark the other, and almost get a book and sort of draw a line so that you get a sort of a nice straight edge and a guide for cutting it, because not everybody sort of has the cutters and everything, and if children are doing it as well, you don't want to be using one of these. Okay, I really must change the blade on this. I don't know about you, I've woken it up with it a little bit foggy here, but it's nice to see. I do like a little bit of frost, not keen so much on the fog. Okay, so you've got your strip there. With it being the selvage edge, it is a little bit scruffy, so I'm just going to just take that down about 1/2 inch. Okay, and if you've got a double length, you know, you can sort of just cut your strips out and then do your 6-inch cuts. Okay, so this you can sort of line up, and I can see that that one is on the yellow stripe, so I can cut it there, line it up. That's sort of on the red one. Try and get them all the same size. Okay, and if you folded it over, it's actually good to have that fold over piece as the last piece, because then you can get another piece out of it. Okay, so if you've got your fabric folded over, start at the open ends. All right, so that then you'll get an extra piece rather than wasting it. You don't want to waste it and sort of run out. All right, so you're going to create lots of your tartan strips of fabric, and then we will have our project tomorrow to put them on. So have a lovely day.